I spent 6 whole weeks solo traveling Japan on a budget, so here's how much I spent. I've been putting this one off for a while. Regardless of how long you're planning to go, I've created like a rough formula you can use to apply to your trip, depending on how many days you're staying there. So, in the 42 days that I was there, I stayed in various parts of Tokyo, 2 places in Osaka, and then just the main city area of Kyoto. For context, I went on this trip wanting to splurge on experiences and things as opposed to necessities. That actually just sums up my normal spending habits. Okay, let's start with flights. So I spent just under $1,000, $999 on a Flex Plus ticket with Jetstar. That includes a 30-kilo baggage allowance, which I paid a little extra for, but that's included in the price. To preface, I flew from Brisbane to Narita, and then flying home, I actually came back from Seoul because I was in South Korea. I did go at kind of an off-peak season. I went from January to March. If you want, I can make a separate video talking about things I wish I knew, but I definitely would recommend this Flex Plus fare with Jetstar. I honestly had a really great flight. I could choose the exit row for free. I got meals included. I was the first one on the whole plane to get my meal. It was really good. And the benefit of the Flex Plus is that I could change my flight up to 24 hours beforehand, I think. Change every detail about the flight, the time, the destination, all of that. Okay, travel insurance was $287 with Southern Cross Travel Insurance. That was a comprehensive plan. I believe that was one of the most affordable companies that I looked at. And pro tip, they're also with Shopback, so I ended up getting like $60 back from that transaction. I didn't use the travel insurance, but it is just a standard comprehensive plan. Okay, accommodation. I stayed in a mixture of Airbnbs, lower budget hotels, and nicer hostels. In total, accommodation came to $1,722, which to be honest is pretty good for 6 weeks in Japan. Like on average, that's $41 per night. In my experience, all of the hostels I stayed at were super clean, felt really safe, so I definitely recommend looking into them if you want a cheaper stay. Now here's the big one. This is all the money I spent whilst in Japan. This includes things such as food, activities, public transport. I went to Disneyland, I went to Universal, I did all of it. For reference, I think I ate out almost every single meal with the occasional meal I cooked at home for breakfast. I also have a shopping addiction, so just keep that in mind. All of these purchases were done through the Wise app, so I got a pretty good exchange rate. Expenses came to $3,228. So on average, I spent around $77 a day. So feel free to times that by how long you're staying. You should be able to get a rough estimate of how much you're going to be spending whilst there. If you're staying for 9 nights, $77 times 9, and then add your accommodation, flights, whatnot on top of that. In total, my whole Japan trip cost $6,343.